right, and welcome to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is the Thursday edition. I am your host, Geno T. Welcome aboard. First, I'd like to thank my good friends and sponsors at LouDogs.com. Go to LouDogs.com today. Find out why they're the hottest handicapping site on the web. Go to LouDogs.com today. Sign up. It's free at LouDogs.com. Now on to what's burning my ass besides the fact that my Jazz scored 28 points in the half. 28 points in the first half. Oh my God, people, I apologize for giving you that homer pick yesterday. And you know what's funny? It happens almost every time the Jazz play the Spurs in a series in the playoffs. They'll lose some ridiculous game and set a record for an all-time low and a half. One time before when Malone and Stockton were there, believe it or not, they scored 33 against San Antonio in the first half. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's get on to one of the things I did want to talk about today, and that's the loss of Junior Seau. Being a Raider fan for a long time, I watched many games with Junior Seau, and it's a shame that this happened and occurred. They're investigating. Obviously, they think it's a suicide. It's being further investigated, but this is just one more caveat to the story about Bountygate and the problems of concussions and things that lead to these types of behavior where people off themselves. Dave Duerson, another example. And for this to happen at this point in time with everything going on with Bountygate, it just really puts a stamp on what happened to Jonathan Vilma yesterday, being suspended for the season. Goodell being very serious about the concussions in the NFL and what it can lead to. And this here is just another example of what happens and occurs in a pro athlete's life who seemingly, I mean, let's face it, Junior Seau, he has charities that he worked for, restaurant chain. There were some things that he was doing that were very positive in his life. For something like this to occur, it really leads you to believe that it was something completely in mental capacity that occurred, possibly as a result of concussions and things in the NFL. So, in reference to that, Goodell, I think you still did the right thing with Vilma. Now, let's move on and get to the picks. That's what you all want to hear, isn't it? Now, tonight, we got some picks for you in the NBA. Tonight, Knicks at home, finally taking on the Heat. Yes, they will be without Amari Stoudemire tonight, obviously. But Chandler will be back. I look for this game to be a very low-scoring defensive game where the Knicks are going to try to really dig in and hold ground and try to win this thing the only way they can, and that might be with defense. The Heat are looking to apply the same thing. Bosh will not be at the game as his wife is expecting. Apparently, he will not be there. Look for the game. 186 is the total. Look for this to be a low-scoring event in the mid to upper 80s for both teams. Go with the under 186 in the Knicks game tonight. Dallas, look for them to go back to the home floor and I told you, they're going to take a game or two. Why not game 3? Usually that's what happens in this case. Returning champ goes home, laying only 3 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I do think the Thunder are going to keep this as a tight game. Look for Dallas to get one win here on the floor, and this being it, lay the 3 with Dallas tonight. NHL got one game for you. Devils, Flyers, what an outstanding series. Look for a tight game here at the Rock tonight. 5.5 is the total. Look for this. Go to under the 5.5 Philly Devils. That's all I got for you, folks. Until this weekend, follow me on GenoT32 at Twitter. Look for my constant updates. I'll give you some games over the weekend. And until next week, on Tuesday, have a great weekend. Until then, you take it easy.